Alrighty, hey guys, what's up? I'm Junior P Cubed. Welcome back to this channel. I said that I was going to be getting back into Rlcs videos, but I don't really like the editing form of them. I kind of like just having them as conversations. And so I did the last one over on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/juniorpcubed. We did Rlcs regionals like pros and cons, who looked good, who looked bad, and then we also did bracket predictions, which is what I'm about to show you. The following clip is from last night's stream over at twitch.tv/juniorpcubed. So go ahead and follow me over there if you want to, or you can follow me on Twitter at juniorpcubed as well, if you want to see updates as to when I go live and when I do this kind of spontaneous streaming. Most of the time when I stream over on my Twitch channel, I'm streaming for Indie Gaming League, but I figured I would get back into streaming over on my main channel, doing some other stuff, building my brand a little bit more, so you can go check me out over there. I'm going to stop talking. Let's roll the clip. Here are my RLCS NA Regional bracket predictions. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Alrighty, ad break is done. Welcome back to the stream if you guys weren't subbed. Let's also make like a red line. We'll call this Loserville. No team is in Loserville. I mean, the fact that all these teams are here is kind of impressive. Losers bracket is NRG. And then KCP, and then Space Station, and Sonics. What a losers bracket, man. Yeah, we'll just... I know I'm being inconsistent with the naming scheme, but Just roll with it, please. Alright, hopefully it doesn't fit all into one sheet. That's alright. Can I like... There we go. That's much better. That's what I wanted to do. Hopefully everything is still working out on the OBS side. Alright, version 1 versus Rogue. I think this is going to be actually a close matchup, so we're going to skip this at first. I think G2 advances to the next round first, and so that puts E United against I think that puts E United down at that matchup. Shoot, that's the only easy one that I think I can predict off the top of my head. Shoot. All right. Let's talk about NVPK. Envy is very consistent right now. I think Envy is... See, this is tough. I think it depends on Mist. I think that we know that Turbo Pulso is going to show up, and then Atomic is going to continue to dominate in the midfield. I think that Mist is the player that just really has to show up in order for Envy to move on. I think that the easy choice here is to pick Envy. But I don't know. It's close. It's close. I think Envy beats Pittsburgh Knights, but it's close. I'm going to say Envy, but it's close. I think that's a fair prediction. I'm not going to do games or anything like that. I'm not like Shogun or Johnny Boy or somebody like that. I don't have that level of knowledge. And so I believe that puts PK against the Sonics. We're going to have some really good lower bracket matchups, I think. I mean, obviously, the further you get on in the bracket, the better your lower bracket matches become. Version 1 versus Rogue. I'm worried that Version 1 had a hot streak this weekend. Like, they were just playing nuts. I hope that's not the case. This is tough. Let's go back and look at these games. Rogue has had a pretty easy run in this bracket. They haven't been challenged too much. Version 1 had to 3-0 Continuum, which they did so pretty handily, and then they had to like fight off Space Station with everything they had. This is tough. Because it's easy to look at the second round matchup and be like, oh, Rogue had better goal differential than version 1 did. But I don't think that's what you can base that off of. I think that version 1 in Rogue is going to be a good game. And I think it's the same story with Ghost Alpine, so we gotta define something. I think, was it Beast Mode's on Ghost? I want to say it's Beast Mode. Wait. Beast Mode's on KCP. Lion Blaze is nuts. I remember Lion Blaze playing out of his mind. Alpine's also had an easy run in this bracket. These two matches are basically the exact same. Version 1 and Rogue and Ghost versus Alpine are like the same level of like trickiness to unpack. I think one of these has to be an upset. Or is it really an upset if the teams are so easily matched? My bracket I made in MS Paint, I got Rogue beating version 1. I think that's a fair thing to say. I think that for version 1, for Rogue, for Ghost, for Alpine, I think it's very easy to make an argument for why like one of those teams should win each matchup. Like you could say version 1's going to win, or you can say Rogue's going to win. And it's a pretty easy argument, like either way. I think Rogue does come out on top against version 1 though. I think you're right with that. I think you're right, but I think how does the lower bracket work? Oh, I see. Wait, so is this match 1? I'm guessing that's match 1. I can't tell which match this is. We're going to say that match 1 is right here, match 2 is right here, match 3 is right here, and match 4 is right here. So we're just going down. So winner's quarterfinal match 1 has to play, or loser has to play KCP. So that means that version 1 has to play KCP. And then match 2 is United. And that's against NRG. I am biased because I'm a Rogue fan, however. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I think the version 1 Rogue matchup comes out on to Calm. I think he is the impact player. I think he has to win. Like, he has to play out of his mind. Let's see. Did I do this right then? Match 4 is NVPK. So that puts PK against Space Station. And then who does that put? Oh, we haven't decided. Ghost Alpine. Let's see. Ghost or Alpine? I've been pretty impressed with Lion Blaze so far this year. And I think that the Ghost roster is a little bit more experienced than Alpine is. I want to say that. Oh, Ghost has Spuda. We gotta pick them then, right? They got Spuda. The best RLCS player to have ever played the game. Actually, I think Alpine might be more experienced in this matchup. Whoops. I dropped my pencil that I was twirling around to make it look like I knew what I was talking about. Let's look at Ghost recent results. They're kind of on a tear right now. But, okay, those are close qualifiers. Let's look at form. Okay, so in the head-to-head, Rogue won this, but that was with Crow. No. That wasn't with Crow. That was with... Who's in right now for Rogue? I forgot. Taroko. Which on paper, that seems like a downgrade, but it's working out for Rogue, so to each their own. Ghost lost to the Peeps, to Envy. They beat Charlotte, but everybody beats Charlotte. And they lost to Rogue. I guess that's the only thing we can go off of as far as like head-to-head goes, because well, this is the new roster. Bad run at WSOE. And they lost to BOSF. This is tough. Let's go look at the at Rogue's side. Since the new roster, when did Kronovi leave? Oh, I'm still on Ghost. I thought I was on Rogue. I was like, where is Kronovi? Kronovi left. Kronovi left in November, on November 1st. So region matches up until November 1st, or after November 1st. I mean, only a loss to G2. You beat Ghost, you lose to Space Station, but Space Station's kind of in form around this time. Oh, you're looking at Rogue. I should be looking at Alpine. I'm dumb. I was looking at the completely wrong team. Why was I looking at Rogue? Loses all the grid matches. Week 1. They beat Space Station. Huh. Interesting. Head-to-head, Ghost versus Alpine. This is actually what we should be looking at. Ghost did win, but that's close. Can I see this matchup? Ghost Alpine. All pretty close games, except for the last game, which I think Ghost just ran away with it. But that was only for Alpine to get completely swept. Shoot, man. I'm gonna pick Ghost here. I'm gonna go with the, go on the bandwagon. We're picking Ghost. Whoops, I didn't want that to be green. I wanted this to be bigger. Go big. Okay, so that puts Alpine against the Sonics. Alright, let's look at lower bracket then. I think NRG pretty handily beats United. I think that's a fair prediction. Whoops. The rest of these matchups. I think Space Station beats PK. I think that's fair. I think Space Station beats PK. And I'm not just saying that because they're top 4. I'm saying that because I think that PK is a very inexperienced team right now. And there's a better reason than they got outplayed to be in the losers bracket. But I could be wrong. Let's go back to the bracket. Oh yeah, the reason they would be in the losers bracket in the first place is because they would lose to Envy. I still think Space Station. I still think Space Station's on top for this one. Let's see. Alpine versus Sonics, I anticipate being a really close game. I think J-Rus is a perfect addition right now for the Sonics. I'm going to pick the Sonics against Alpine. Oh, come on. Type, dang it. Sonics. We picked the Sonics against Alpine. Version 1 KCP. I feel like these teams are in very similar boats. Version 1's going to have lost to Rogue. So they're going to come in not tired, but they're going to come in having already played a game. But that might give them the fire they need. I'm a version 1 stan. I'm going to go version 1 here. I'm going to hope for the best. I think these are somewhat bold predictions. I didn't want to make that color. But just like current form with Calm. With Calm, I think version 1 beats KCP. What's their head-to-head? Actually, I'm curious. What did I say? Version 1 versus KCP. This is still with Calm, and they did beat... Without Calm, they beat KCP. They also get 3-0 swept without Calm. There any with? There's none with Calm. I feel confident in that, actually. I think version 1 beats KCP. If they can barely beat KCP without Calm, I think that if they can beat KCP without Calm like that, I think they can beat KCP with Calm a little bit better. Our brackets are identical right now. Yeah, these aren't exactly hot takes, but I'm glad I'm tracking along with you, Jackie boy. I'm glad we got the same logic going in our heads. I also don't think I'm making that bold of predictions right now. I think that I'm making pretty safe calls. I think the only one is like Alpine Sonics. That's not that... that's kind of a risky call. Alrighty, winners final. I think G2 beats Rogue. But I also haven't... Let's see. Let's go to Rogue again. I'm not doing it entirely off of head-to-head, but I think that head-to-head is a really good way of like summarizing how a team plays. G2 barely beat them in the grid. That is with the Taroko instead of Kronovi. Has Rogue ever beaten G2? No. 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 Oh? Maybe? No. Yes? Yes, that's in the summer shuffle, though. In Codename Covert. Rogue were beating G2 a lot in the offseason. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to notice by just doing my high-tiered analysis of just Command F or Control F. That's too far back. So off-season, yeah, but when it actually... but everyone was at that time. Wasn't G2 not in the team house? They were just kind of like doing events because why not? I want to say that G2 wasn't in the team house, but I could be wrong. I love this headset for casting, man, but I wish I could find like memory foam ear cups because it's kind of uncomfortable. But I mean, I get used to it after a while. Let's see. I think G2 beats Rogue. Unfortunately, I know you're a I know you're a Rogue fan. I think that if G2 can show up against somebody like E United, I think they're going to continue that energy forward into somebody like Rogue. That's why I think it's kind of fair to say that G2 beats Rogue. But also, I could completely see like First Killer having like a performance of a lifetime on next Saturday or Sunday, whenever these games are, and just completely donking G2. Because G2's playstyle is not hard to stop. It's very simple. It's pass plays. It's all about how consistently G2 can make the touches that they need. If they don't make their touches, it's very easy to counter. Like, if Rizzo doesn't pop off... Sorry. If Rizzo doesn't pop off against the Sonics this weekend, I don't think that G2 beat the Sonics as handily. But Rizzo was literally playing out of his mind. If Rizzo plays out of his mind against Rogue, I think that it'll be an easy sweep. But I don't think that Rizzo will play out of his mind. I think it's going to be close. I think Rogue G2 is going to be close. And I bet Ghost carry their energy forward against Envy. I bet Ghost are in the winners finals. It's a bold prediction, but I'm going to say that. I think Ghost coming off that win from Alpine. Hey, thanks for the follow, Rogers. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. My alerts are really loud, so I apologize. I should probably, like, turn the volume down on those. I haven't streamed in so long with this this setup. Our brackets are no longer identical. Dang. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do Rogue like that, but I don't see... I think this could be the first time that Rogue beats G2 in like a RLCS setting, but I don't see it happening. We're going to turn alerts down by like a lot. Let's see how that sounds. We'll figure out. So that puts a winners final of G2 and Ghost. I did the same thing twice in a row. All right. Let me figure this out first. G2 will probably win, but I gotta believe. Yes, sir. Always root for your team. Don't be a bandwagoner. Don't just leave because, well, they didn't play good. Don't be like a Golden State Warriors fan from like 2016 to 2019. G2 beats Ghost. I think so too. I think if they pass through United and Rogue, I think they also beat Ghost. But I'm gonna do the lower bracket first. NRG V1. I think NRG is a much more consistent team than V1 is right now. They've got Calm and they have the pop potential, but they don't have the that true consistency just yet. I mean, we can look at the bracket. I'm still on Rogue's page. I mean, you can look at the bracket and version 1 had like quite a day, but like I'm also worried that this Space Station game was just a fluke. I hope it's not a fluke. I hope that Space Station is, or that version 1 is actually like a solid team now. But I think NRG, I bet NRG beats version 1. And who's the coach right now for Space Station? Chrome is the best coach in the game. I bet they beat Sonics. And so that puts... I think it's... If Ghost is going to beat someone like Envy, though, what does that have to say that they're not going to beat somebody like G2? I don't anticipate a grand final with Ghost in it from the winners bracket, though. Let's come back to that. Let's do the entire losers bracket. How does it work? Okay, so we're going to have winners semis where Rogue and Envy were the losers. And we are at Ghost either loses to Envy or G2. I think that's fair. I think that's completely fair. I think Envy is a much more consistently dangerous team. I think that's fair. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out exactly how this works. So now NRG is going to have to play... I guess it flips. So NRG is going to have to play PK. And then Space Station is going to have to beat... Who's Space Station have to beat? Rogue? Rogue. That's the matchup, not who they're going to have to beat, I guess. Yeah, I can see Ghost winning another match or two, but there's no way they win the tournament. Yeah, I don't see... Ghost is looking good, but I don't think they're a tournament-winning caliber team just yet. Let's go ahead and make these bigger. But I think you're completely right, Jackie. So, I believe how this works, if I'm reading this correctly... Or would this go... Oh, no, wait. We already did that. So, wait. Hold on. Where are we right now? 1, 2, 3. We're right here. Okay, so we're still... Wait. Am I doing this right? 1. We're right here. Okay. I'm losing it, but I'm holding on. I think you're right, Rogers. I think G2 beats Ghost. And then that puts Ghost against the winner. No, that's not right. That doesn't make any sense. Aha, I see where I messed up. That puts them like right here. And then this is the winner of this matchup and the winner of this matchup. I think here it's just so easy to pick NRG and Space Station here. But like I would also not be surprised to see an upset at this point in the tournament. Wait, why is PK here? That doesn't make any sense actually. PK shouldn't be here. This is already the losers bracket. Envy. Wait, would this be Envy then? Oh my gosh, this would be Envy. Yeah, I'm dumb. Oh my gosh, NRG Envy? You're gonna make me predict that matchup? Oh my gosh. Come on. So we're gonna get a top 4 matchup regardless. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, shoot. Let's talk about SSG and Rogue real quick. Turbo doesn't lose to NRG. Yeah, you're right. Let's talk about this SSG Rogue matchup first. Because I think that'll be like, we'll either be able to call it or we'll be in content or just complete confusion. Rogue has lost to SSG before. The problem with Rogue right now is that we have like 1, 2, 3. We have 6 matches. We have 6 matches to base Rogue off of right now, and they've lost to Space Station with this new roster. But this new roster could also understand how to beat Space Station. It's a coin flip at this point. Any of them can take it. I think that's actually the easiest way to describe this. I think you're so right. Yeah, anybody could take it at this point. We'll put G2 all the way out here so that it makes sense logically. Oh, wait, I didn't want to make them green. Yeah, I think you're completely right, Jackie. This is a coin flip. I think Rogers does have a point. I think the Turbo doesn't lose to NRG. Let's look at that head-to-head, actually. Head-to-head. NRG. I mean, the fall major, NRG beat Envy. They lost to Envy in event 3. They beat Envy. So the head-to-head right now. The head-to-head for... the head-to-head for Envy NRG is pretty in favor of NRG right now. Oh, yeah. But also you gotta wonder, like you have these weird matches where, like... This is what's so crazy about this format, is, like, 1 week, NRG will 4-0 sweep Envy. And then, like, 2 weeks later, they'll lose 4-0 to Envy. That's what's so tough about this to call. I think NRG more consistently beats Envy. I think it depends on Justin alone. Shoot, man. I gotta run some ads real quick so that so Jeff Bezos doesn't sue me. So give me a second. I'm gonna contemplate this further. Probably get some water too. I'm gonna run a 60-second ad break real quick before we go on so that Jeff Bezos doesn't kill me. Wait for myself to stop talking. Alright, now we're gonna run it. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Welcome back, subs, if you are sitting in chat, watching this ad-free. Got like 5 seconds left on this. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water then. Need a little water. Alrighty. Alrighty. If we're gonna call this we've called a lot of these matchups solely off of head-to-heads. I think also NRG kind of has like that championship mentality that Envy doesn't quite have yet. I think I'm gonna have to pick NRG here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pick NRG. And then, as much as I hate to say it, I fear that... I think that Space Station knows if they're going this far in the lower bracket, they're gonna have to play... I think they're gonna play NRG. So the bracket's gonna look like this. Which this is a hard match to call because these teams alternate on who's the best team in NA so frequently. To head-to-heads we go. NRG has beaten Space Station. Actual coin flip. I think that's the only fair way we can call this matchup. I think that's the only fair way you can do a bracket. Wait, hold on. I don't want to flip. Wait, hold on. Is it just when I click? Okay. No. Okay, hold on. We will establish this. Eds equals NRG. Tails equals SSG. I will say, I think the winner of this game, depending on how close this game is, then goes on to beat Ghosts and plays G2 in the finals. I think that's how this goes. So we're going to say heads is NRG, tails is Space Station. Flipping the coin. Space Station are moving on. So now, Space Station against Ghost. losers finals to send them to grand finals. And we can clear these out. Actual coin flip. I think this one's pretty straightforward. I think this one's pretty straightforward. I think Space Station beats Ghost, and then we see a G2 SSG matchup. Whoops. And I think, see, now this matchup is tough to call, because here's the thing: is that it depends on how hot G2 is coming into this. Because how does the bracket work? Like, when is this match played? Okay. So G2 will not be warm. That's for sure. Because they'll play this match at like 1. Then this plays at like 3, and then the Grands gets played at like 4. So Space Station is going to be warm going into this game. Ooh, I didn't think about that. There is a bracket reset. I did not think about that, Rogers. You are right. There is a bracket reset if needed. If needed. Whoops. There we go. I'm a G2 simp. It would be, like, if we're talking only like Psyonix writing the perfect script for NA Regional 1, if we're talking like the perfect script, like something that like Turtle would like nut his pants to watch, if we're talking that kind of a story, then I think that Space Station takes it in a bracket reset. But these are both coin flips. Because I think that it just depends on how warm G2 is coming into it, and also how prepared Space Station is. Like, we can look at head-to-heads for like the NRG SSGs and like the NRG Envies and the G2s. Like, we can look at the head-to-heads between them, but I think like the top 4 is so close right now that like if we were to get to this point, it would be like ridiculous. Like it would be like a game 7. Like, it would be like a game 7 win in both series. In RLCS Worlds, when they did this type of format, the team coming from the losers bracket won most times, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, it seems odd thinking about like the losers bracket actually being the winners, but like when you look at like coming off of a win against like NRG and Ghost, like, you are so warm, you are so ready, you're playing back-to-back games. The only thing that's stopping you is exhaustion. So I think like that's a very like reasonable thing, especially in like as crucial of a bracket as like, well, a regional event is. If Space Station were to take it in a bracket reset, that would be insane. I think Rogers, I think you're right. I think Space Station wins the first Grand Finals series, but then it sends it to the bracket reset, and I think this is actually a coin flip, because at this point, Jazzo and Chrome are both very good coaches. Like, I think they're easily top of NA. I mean, that's the reason why their teams are top of NA, is because their coaching is like so consistent, so well done. Space Station can beat G2 a lot more ways than G2 can beat Space Station. because Space Station can just change up their playstyle so heavily. Like Space Station, I'm quoting Johnny Boy for like the 8th time this stream, but Space Station can beat you in like 1,000 different ways, and that's why people consider them still to be like the best in North America. I think you can't take G2 to I don't think you take G2 to Game 7 twice and win. I think G2 wins. I also am kind of a simp for G2. This game is going to be very close. If it goes to a bracket reset, it is going to be like down to the wire. I don't think G2 crumbles under pressure. I think they beat themselves more. So that leaves you as G2 as your world champion, or your NA champion of regional 1.